On my trusty little rack here, I have got all of my fall or autumn dresses that I made last year, and I have loved wearing them and layering them. Hi everybody, hope you're all doing great. I hope you're going to stay with me today because I have got a rundown behind me, a beautiful rack here of every dress that I made for our past fall season, or autumn as we call it here in Australia. We are in the middle of our spring season. It's beautiful and bright and sunny, but I'm sure you guys in the Northern Hemisphere are looking for a little bit of inspiration. Any of my friends here in the Southern Hemisphere that are saying, hey, where's our spring inspiration? Well, this definitely applies to some beautiful spring weather we're having as well, because it's very transitional. A lot of these dresses are easily layered. I've got a mixture of knits and wovens and the things that I loved wearing, loved making, and love layering. So stay with me and I'll take you through a rundown of all of my favorite fall makes. Before I start, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you want to be inspired about making your own wardrobe, maybe a bit of fabric and pattern inspiration, you need to hit that subscribe button. That would really help my channel. And also, if you enjoy the episode, a thumbs up at the end would be fantastic as well. Now, this beautiful dress here I have on is a really easy make knit pattern that's called the Miri dress. It's by Wardrobe by Me. Fantastic, easy make, very adaptable, quite easily layered as well. And I think the sleeve could quite easily be lengthened if you're wanting a bit more coverage. But I've made the midi length, as you can see here, and I've done it with that beautiful cotton jacquard fabric that was kindly sent to me by Pattern Scissors Frock, and I do think they still have some of that fabric left. I'll try and link it below. The Wardrobe by Me Miri dress is a stunning, shapely crossover bodice dress. It's got a lovely coverage and a lovely high neck, which I love. It's a really flattering, shapely dress, but very, very comfortable. And I love the fact that you can make a maxi length as well as the mid or knee length. So such a beautiful dress, really pretty A-line shaped skirt as well. And love that nice sort of dense cottony jacquard fabric. I think it works really well with the dress. I think it would work lovely in a rayon knit as well. Any kind of thing with a spandex, a nice drape to it really helps with the neckline as well. Anything too kind of restrictive as far as like a double knit, you may find it a bit too thick with the bunching around the neck. I am a big fan of the autumnal colorway. It's my favorite colorway of all. Although I do love a good bright color scheme, I think the autumnal colors, the fall colors really, really suit me. And look, the hair, I think what goes better than a nice green shade with a reddish color hair. So really comfortable, nice, easy dress to wear. And yes, I have the pattern linked below if you're interested. So on to the next dress. My next favorite make is this gorgeous Entice Me dress from Pattern Emporium, my favorite of all time pattern company because of the mashability, the fact that you can mix and match sleeves, necklines, and you can mix and match different patterns with each other as well, which is fantastic. And look, when I first saw this dress, I thought it's a little bit tight fitting for me. Maybe it's going to show every lump and bump I have. I don't know if I can get away with it. You know, you feel that kind of confidence slipping away sometimes as you get older. And then you think, no, I think the important thing with this Entice Me dress is definitely the fabric choice. This fabric is absolutely stunning. It is a gorgeous rib knit from Mind the Maker. This is from Fabric Hunt from Cherie, and she very generously sent me this fabric because she wanted to see what I would do with it. Well, Cherie, this is what I've made. I think the Entice Me dress is a perfect choice because you do have a lot of body in the fabric. There's not a lot of drape to it, but it's perfect for the Entice Me dress because you want a little bit of structure to hold you in, but the knit is very, very comfortable. I love the shaping in the back. You'll see the beautiful shaping you've got the seam across the back there. You can do it with a seam down the back of the back bodice, but I've just opted for the fold. The skirt, I've done it on the seam, cut the seam, and done a little bit of a back split as well, just to give myself a bit extra room there. Now with sizing, of course, I sized up because I thought, being a clingy kind of dress, I may need to size up so it doesn't sort of hug too much, but I ended up having to go back down about 2 sizes, so I ended up with the 14 graded to a 16 at the waist instead of the 18 which I'd cut in the the first place. So it just goes to show sometimes you are definitely better off making a 12 first to get that fit right, because this being a fitted dress really needs to hug all that sort of shapely bits of your body to show it off. I've done a nice deep scoop neckline, but you do have the crew neck option, the high neck. And the great thing about the Entice Me dress is that you can add on different hacks. There are packs that you can get to go with it. In particular, there's the cowl back, which is just stunning. It would be lovely in a crepe, drapey crepe knit, maybe a rayon spandex as well. Or you can add the rouged effect, which is a lovely like asymmetrical rouging that is a very, very flattering kind of a look to a bodice, especially to the middle section, if you're wanting to hide some little areas that you don't want to sort of show off in a clingy knit. I'm really, really happy with how the Entice Me came up. I think the colour is exceptional. This gorgeous chestnut is another beautiful autumnal shade, and the fact that you can make this in a long sleeve for winter I think is just perfect, as well as being a great t-shirt dress for summer or for the autumn period. But love the Entice Me. It's one of my very firm favorites. I want to make more of these in all different lengths and maybe some different lighter weight fabrics for summer as well. I am an affiliate for both Wardrobe by Me and by Pattern Emporium, so these patterns will be linked below. There will be no extra cost to you, but they do help support the channel if you're wanting to purchase through that link. Yeah, so love the Entice Me dress. Next we had this beautiful little bit of autumnal colouring there, but a little bit of spring as well. Really unique style shirt dress. It has a really distinct style bodice. It has some lovely detailing on the shoulders, like little sort of cap shoulders there. Really nice deep set pockets, which is just beautiful. It's a real smock style dress, and I've added a nice bright button on there. I think it really kind of pops out from that linen blend print. Now the linen blend is great for all seasons as well, because although you do get those warmer days in fall, autumn as well, it is nice to have something that's a little bit light that you can layer, maybe a cardigan over the top or a skivvy underneath as well. So really love that dress. And the Iska does come in another version as well. It's a crossover style bodice. Really unique style shirt dress that I love wearing in the autumn time. Although not a dress, this is a beautiful wide leg culotte style jumpsuit that is the Shelby romper. Now true bias, this is from, and it does come in a dress version or the romper version or the shorts version, but I love the culotte leg. It's very, very 40s vintage style, I think, and I love the fact that this beautiful spot I made it does remind me of the fabric that Julia Roberts wore in Pretty Woman back many, many years ago, the movie. It really popped out to me, and I just thought it would look perfect in that vintage style jumpsuit pattern. Now the thing I love about the Shelby romper is that the fitting you don't have to worry too much about, because you have got that tie back that really brings cinches in the waist. I think that always works really well. When I find a pattern I can cinch in the back and give me that waist detailing without too much fitting, I think it's one of those winner style patterns that pops out, because I love the fact that I can let the ease out a little bit if I'm having one of those days where I feel a bit bloaty, or I want to cinch in the waist. I can do that too, but love that. It's really easily dressed up with a pair of heels if you're going out as well. We'll pop a little crop jacket over the top, and even great for layering with a mock sort of turtleneck jumper underneath. Would be great for fall season. Another fantastic dress that I've loved wearing through the fall, and I also wear it for summer as well, is the Tessuti Lois dress. Now the thing I love about the Lois dress is that it's got that beautiful adaptability to be layered, because it has that really deep plunging V neckline. I've actually stitched mine up just a tiny bit. It works really well with a polo neck underneath for those cooler days. I've worn it with tights and boots for winter as well. So not just a spring summer dress, definitely a great layering piece. Almost gives you that pinafore vibe, but yeah, it's a really, really lovely shape on it. It's got that kind of biased cut look to it as well, but really quite a simple make, and I love all the Tessuti patterns, one of my favorite pattern companies as well. And the colour in this, I think, is just a beautiful autumnal shade, that rich burgundy colour. You can really layer it with even the gold colour, the cream or black as well. Another favourite dress of mine that I actually made many, many years ago was a Tilly and the Buttons Zadie dress. Not to be confused with the Zadie jumpsuit, which I do have on the rack as well there. This is a knit dress. Very, very popular dress from Tilly and the Buttons. And I love the insert details on the sides there. It's got that lovely very generous pocket, lovely raglan style sleeve, and the crew neck as well, but really, really comfortable. I think it could be quite easily lengthened. For me, having the option to wear the tights and boots is always a bonus with a knit dress. I love a good knit dress. I love that. This is actually a polyester jersey knit, but a lovely kind of weight to be worn through those cooler months. But yeah, think about doing things like patterns and plains together. I think having a black sleeve and the black skirt and having that inset on the front, the panel in the print works really well, and it does give you that beautiful sculptured effect because it does make you sort of waist curve in with the black on the sides. Those triangular insert bits, it's a really unusual make, but a very, very lovely shape. And yeah, Tilly and the Buttons, very popular pattern company, definitely one worth looking back through and trying for your fall wardrobe. This is a beautiful dress that I actually made just recently, so it wasn't made in fall, but I think it would be a perfect dress for that autumnal period because of the length of the sleeve. And this is one of the later releases from Pattern Emporium. It's the Flawsome dress, and it is easily adaptable to be made into something for the fall or for winter with that long sleeve, and you can make the midi or maxi length, and having that lovely cut out the front. It's a really, really lovely shape on, and I just think having a bright print like that is just beautiful. This looks fantastic with little short boots, and maybe a little leather biker jacket will look fantastic over the top as well for a layering accessory. Even a little crop denim jacket's fantastic for layering for those cooler months as well. But really love the Flawsome dress. I just think the colours in that really suit this autumn vibe I'm going for at the moment. Even though we're here in spring in Australia, I think you guys would definitely enjoy wearing that through your autumn season. How autumnal do these colours look? Now, don't be scared of stripes, people, because stripes have got a bad rap, and everyone's like, oh, you can't wear horizontal stripes because they make you look wider. You must wear the vertical stripes. Not necessarily. I think anything like this can make an impact and can sometimes detract from those areas you don't want to look at because of the vibrancy. And I think having a nice colour combination like that, to me, you focus more on the colours and the stripes rather than the shape underneath that you may be trying to hide. So don't always be scared off by stripes. I think they can work really well by drawing the eye to other areas as well. So this is the Iceberg dress from Alice & Co, and it's one that I made last fall, and I think it's beautiful, especially under a little denim jacket. I wear it with little Converse trainers as well, so you can really dress it down, or you can dress it up with some tan boots too. So that is one of my very favorite color combinations, especially the mustard and navy together. So if you're looking at autumnal colors, don't go past the mustard and navy. Is a really good combination, especially with that chestnut color stripe as well. So this dress has a lot of ease through the middle, which even though it's a tube style dress, I think it works really well, giving you that little bit of ease through the middle. So it gives it that relaxed fit, but not an oversized look to it. So that dress I love wearing at that time of year. This was from a sweater that actually had a pattern called the Megan Nielsen Jarrah sweater. You'll all know that's a very popular pattern, but I actually decided to make it into a sweater dress just by lengthening the sweater pattern. That you guys, if you've all got sweaters, you know you can lengthen them and make them into a sweater dress. If you don't need a lot of shaping through the body, it'll work really well. So I just use this beautiful soft organic Parpy knit fabric. I think I purchased that from Wattle Hill last year. I loved wearing that through the autumn time with some little tights or even leggings, and just some little cropped flat boots work really well. So if you're wanting a nice vibrant print with a black background, it's always great that you can wear the black leggings underneath and make it really comfortable and easy to wear. A really favorite dress of mine is the Hope dress by Stylique. I've made two of these. One I made in summertime in a really soft silk cotton voile, and this one is in a lovely lawn cotton lawn, a little bit more structure to it, but it works really well. And having that sleeve, that raglan sleeve with that kind of beautiful bishop style, I think it works perfectly as well for that length for that time of year. And also that one is one I'll wear little green tights with, and green little cropped boots, and a nice bright little jacket over the top you can layer it with. It looks really pretty, that green colour with a kind of orangey colour scarf as well, if you're loving that autumn look. Don't forget things that you can pop things out, like a bright button as well. always gives a little added feature. But the Hope dress is just such a lovely style on, definitely one I want to make more of and have more in the wardrobe. Another great Pattern Emporium dress I love wearing through the cooler seasons would be the Dream On dress. Now I've loved wearing this, especially when in those cooler days. It's got a beautiful tiered skirt, more of a fitted bodice, and I've made up a tie for it as well. I think it works really well. This one can be made in different lengths. I've gone for that maxi length. You can add a bishop sleeve on that, which is just gorgeous and really special, and you've got the options of different necklines. And my favorite fabric for that time of year is a double brush poly, really soft and stretchy, has a lot of drape to it, and perfect for making those gathered tiers, which the weight of it just seems to work really, really well with having those sort of 3 tiers on the bottom. And the Dream On dress is just your perfect style fall dress because of the adaptability of the length and the sleeves, and also that neckline as well. You can add on a roll neck, which I think works beautifully if you're wanting something more warm and cozy. Definitely think about doing that to keep yourself nice and warm. But yeah, love that double brush poly. I think it works really well in that dress. And while we're on Pattern Emporium again, the Everyday's a Weekend dress, that's very similar to the Dream On dress, but without that fitted bodice. It's got more of a boxy style bodice, and I've made that in the shorter sleeve so I can wear it with a nice little turtleneck underneath to keep me warm in those cooler months. And it's great too that you can also wear it without the turtleneck. You can wear it just with a short sleeve if you're having a warmer day. And I've added a V-neck on the front of that, but it's got different necklines. You've got your round necks and your crew necks, and also your polo neck options. So it's so great and versatile to have a dress like that you can put so many options on. You've also got options for pockets as well, but I love wearing that with tights and boots again. And yeah, I think it's a really cozy, lovely little you can dress it up and dress it down, so just depending on your fabric that you use. So Pattern Emporium is the one-stop shop for the mashability. I think it works great when you can use different sleeves and necklines with your dresses. This is a gorgeous dress called the Deo dress by Sewing Mason Patterns. These beautiful bishopy sleeve with the shearing is just stunning on. Very simple dress the way it's made, but gee, you really get impact statement with it because of that sleeve and that lovely pleating around the neckline. And you've also got the shearing through the waist, so it sort of draws your waist in, but you've got the added comfort of having elastic around the middle, and who doesn't love that? I love that midi style straight skirt. We've got a lot of billowy big gathered skirts, so it's nice to get a straight style skirt and a perfect length for wearing with boots again. Yeah, and also I've made it in a rayon, so it's a really nice drapey soft fabric that you can wear with a nice jacket over the top, that you don't get too warm and too thick, but very simple, done with a bias binding neckline and a little hook and eye keyhole back. So that one is a lovely little dress and very special to me. I really like wearing this one. This dress made it to my top makes for 2020, and it's by Tharada Davies, great pattern designer over in the UK. It's a beautiful style dress. It's actually got a really unique waist detail. It's got the ties sewn into the front princess seams, and you can then tie around the back and it draws you in to give you that lovely shape. But I love the fact that you get different options. You have the option of putting the ruffle on the bottom with the tier. You've got kind of like a high-low hemline, which is really, really lovely shape and unique. You've also got the fact that you can do it without the ruffle, or you can do the shift style top as well, and all can be tied in and given shaping around the back. This sleeve is one of the most standout sleeves I've ever seen. It's got beautiful pleating in that billowy, I don't know what the actual name of that sleeve is. It's like a bishop sleeve, but it's got pleating just where the shoulder sort of drops there. Really, really lovely, pretty dress on. It's the Jasmine dress by Tharada Davies. So definitely go and have a look at her website and see some of her really unique patterns on there, because I think you'll love this one as much as I do. This is made in a really soft rayon as well, quite light and floaty, but you can definitely make it in any kind of drapey, maybe a crepe, or maybe a viscose. It'll work really well just about any kind of fabric. How pretty is this Deer and Doe Magnolia? Now this was one I made for an engagement party. I actually did a whole episode on this, but it's a really pretty, very evening-y style dress, but perfect for the fall season. I've seen people make this one for weddings as well. It's a really, really special kind of maxi style dress with that lovely split at the front. You can make that split as high as you wish. It just depends on how daring you want to be. But yeah, lovely waist shaping. You can tie back. I love the tie back dresses to give you that added shaping, but a really nice bodice. I've made it in quite a lovely satin back crepe. It just works really well. But that one can be made in a fluted sleeve as well as the long sleeve with the elastic around the bottom, but really lovely shape. Very, very pretty. Lovely for those special events that you may be going to. I love this Very Easy Vogue. I actually do love most of the Very Easy Vogue patterns. They are all lovely. They really do sew up nicely, and they're always quite simple to make. This one was made for my daughter's 21st. We had a magical, mystical night, but I just love the autumnal shades in this. It's just so pretty. It's actually a faux silk. It feels very reminiscent of like a taffeta style silk, but it is a faux silk, but it's got that nice body and structure to it. I love the princess seams in this, and I love that deep V as well, but it really gives me those kind of vintage 50s vibes. The way the skirt, the paneling is done, it's very swishy, and you do feel like $1 million in this one. It's a great pattern. The number has escaped me, so I will add that there so you can see, but it's got the exposed zip as well. You could really put a lot of detailing into this, but love that cap sleeve. I think you could really possibly do this in an array of beautiful, maybe jacquard fabrics and brocades and things like that. I think it'll make it a special dress for evening. Now, I know I have featured this in a summer dress episode quite some time ago, but it really is a fantastic sort of sheath or shift style dress, and you can add the longer sleeve onto it to make it more for a cooler weather. This is a Wixton shift dress. You can make it in a shift style top as well, and as I say, you can add that longer sleeve onto it. But I love the fact that you can tie it around the middle and give yourself some shape, or you can just leave it like a boxy style shift dress as well. It works really well with a little black polo neck underneath it as well. Especially with some black tights and maybe some little boots, but also great on its own just for a summery style dress. So those things that you can wear that can transition you from season to season are really great to make, and that is one I definitely want to make heading into our spring summer, especially if you have a fabric that you want to showcase and not break up a print. The Wixton shift is really, really great for doing that. My very last favorite autumnal make would be the Zadie jumpsuit. Now, I've made this Zadie jumpsuit in a beautiful tencel fabric, tencel twill. It's got quite a nice weight to it, but a beautiful glossy sheen on it as well. That is a really, really pretty jumpsuit. Zadie's fantastic for all year round. I have a summer version, which I love wearing in a light cotton lawn, but I think it works really well in a more of a fall or autumn weight fabric too. Having it in something like a drapey tencel twill, it really does give a different look to the jumpsuit as more of a light linen or cotton would in summer. It really gives it that nice luxurious kind of elegant feel. So I love the Zadie. It's a really easy make. It does give you that beautiful crossover shape as well, but I know a lot of you aren't fans of jumpsuits, and they can be very impractical, but I must say the Zadie is quite easy to unwrap because you're going from the front. There's no zips or fastenings in the back, and it does give you that beautiful shape without having to add too many fitting issues. Yeah, you can get away with a lot more there. Yeah, really love that in the tencel twill. Definitely think about making the Zadie in something other than cottons and linen, so maybe something even like a chambray or a denim for winter would be perfect as well. So as you can see, my fall wardrobe there, all my dresses and jumpsuits are really a thing that I take great pride in. I love my autumn colour palette. I think it's just such a beautiful time of year, and it's so lovely to be transitioning into any season, no matter what season it's in, and to really give your wardrobe a good workout and find out what works best, what layers good. It's great to have a good layering piece in your wardrobe. Think about things, as I say, like little denim jackets or cropped jackets. Even the biker style jackets are great for wearing over the top of dresses, so you can get longer out of your summery dresses. And having good basics like the roll neck or turtleneck tops, leggings and tights as well are fantastic to have to work back through those kind of dresses. So Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I hope it's given you a little bit of full sewing inspiration as well. And all the patterns I've discussed here are linked in the description box for you to go ahead and have a look. Check out the websites and see what you think. And yeah, if there's any favourite fall dresses that you want to mention, please pop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your favourites are. That's all for me today. I will see you very shortly for a new episode. Bye for now.